Okay, so this will be our sequence. And yes, welcome to our new soul agreement. Um, so bringing in those systems, hopefully I'm hoping I'll be able to align to the Blu-ray family that, and I might not, because to be honest with you, I only see two of us, and I only see two of us online actually when I go and I'm able to tune into it, and it doesn't matter because there's three, right? So the three, the Trinity, and then the power of three. So there you go. It's okay. But I really do only see three online that even have access to this footwork or the full embodiment of their Andromedan higher self, especially the chi morphing and reality bending, and then also I call it the Jedi movement in a sense, but it's not really. It really is as this solar being, this really universal large solar being that is as big as the universe, and I am as big as the universe, just walking outside and moving my hands in a certain direction, and I can adjust all kinds of stuff within like millions of years of time. And it's just like a little pulsating that comes through my antennas, and the antenna is the being itself. Well, the being is coming into the spinal cord, so this is cool. So this one's coming in and has for many different events actually in the past 5 years, and lots of events that have happened that we will bring forth in a few years when it's right or not. It will be in a space where it's supposed to be, or it's not supposed to be in that space. So time and space, but there is no time. So um, these systems are our abilities. So I could do all different types of movement, and I could get everything done at a light speed. So like millions of years at a light speed just by movement with my hands and Andromedan footwork. So moving around and teleporting with my legs. Andromedan footwork is only teleportation gate systems that we're able to access through movement of our legs. It's very similar, I think, to what they call crutching tiger. We only and it's in chi arts and martial arts, but we only use our legs. We're able to move and to teleport into different gate systems and multiverses, but we're able to teleport and we can move energy beyond what you can imagine. So I was able to access this in the dream state, and the only reason why I access it in the dream state is so I can know what I was doing in my waking state, and that's what it was. Is the Andromedan version of me, which is me, said, "Well, to the human, I'm going to show you what you're doing real quick." Okay, so that was 2013, 2014, and just kind of showing the vessel, which is that beautiful part of me that I love still, which is the soul self that was here. And we are activated in the soul self. Um, Kind of merging that consciousness and just showing, I'm going to show you what we can do, and it's actually really cool. So I'm going to show you how you can move energy in millions of years in time and density, millions of years in time through different types of teleportation movement with the legs. It's actually really beautiful um, to tune into that. So those are just some of the abilities we'll talk about. The recent abilities that have come online is going to be, at first it was purple, and then plasma. So different forms of plasma: pink plasma, green plasma, purple plasma, and I think that's what they call the Aurora bodies and the cosmic rays, but that's okay. So I call it a plasma system, and plasma light coming out of the hands. So that was a beautiful acceleration to be able to see the vibrations and frequencies and the diamond grids, and I could see them for years and just vibrating in the plasma particles. I would lay there at night for many years, and to be honest with you, I thought it was beings. I eventually realized that it was my crystalline diamond energy matrix around my body. So it's been about 8 years. Um, But like I said, it's all different types of pieces of the universe coming together with inside of us. And I realized it was the plasma system. So as plasma systems coming out of the hands and the feet, you start to see light eventually coming out. And then it became lightning bolts. So if I direct and I kind of charge up the hand, I can transmit vibrational uh, platinum, solar light like the sun when you're looking at the sun, the metallic blue, and I can throw a chi bolt, an electrical bolt like the gods. It's actually really cool. So, and that won't ever go away because I've asked. So I always ask the one that teaches me, and that was one of my multidimensional selves. And he says, there's no way it's going away. So just want you to know that. I was like, okay, cool. So eventually, what I see is waves and waves and waves and waves and waves of explosions and explosions throughout my body, my spinal cord, explosions of solar storms from other galaxy systems and star systems and sun systems and everything, and astro belts and anything that you can imagine flowing through the spinal cord and bursting out of me with solar rainbow galaxy light. It's really cool. It looks like a solar storm. So that's how I actually know when solar storms are coming through. The solar storms will always align to our master classes. Right when we're doing our master classes, the solar storms, the explosion of the solar light, I see waves, and it looks like storms and electrical storms coming from my body that are transmitting to anyone that is there for anything that we're doing. So it's always energetically aligned to that point. That's actually one of the coolest abilities coming aligned. And then we do teleport. So when I'm walking to the door. Or let's say I'm walking to go get a drink. We teleport. So they say it's levitation, and that I don't say it's levitation, and that's okay because it can feel like levitation, and we can levitate too. You can levitate up, but I haven't got all the way up yet. So it's not true levitation, it's teleportation. So we teleport at a light speed, and our movements are at a light speed, and then eventually our life is at a light speed. So everything kind of merges together as one, and we teleport all the time. And we'll stop at there. We'll stop there because that could be totally a different time and space. So all of your multidimensional abilities eventually do come online when you integrate all of these systems, and you can integrate anything that's available. So you can integrate all the gods here on the planet, and then you can access their abilities. So it's actually really cool, and yes, you can do it. So we will be teaching it in a few years once we align to our property, to another property and a bigger property, and we'll have more open space teaching, physical teaching. So wherever we are, you'll have to fly out to be with us, most likely for 7 days or a retreat. And we actually want to do physical starborn galactic teachings, and also New Earth, Galactic Nova Terra, but it will be the starship super quantum computer system, which you call the Merkaba. We don't call it a Merkaba anymore. We call it the light ship vehicle, which is your vessel. And we'll be teaching you guys how to do all kinds of cool stuff. And to be able to access it through here, so you can actually see your ship. It'd be cool to actually see your solar ship that's around you. Your full body ship, and then we'll teach you how to use it, because I think that's what we need. We need more walking teachers. So if you're a teacher led, cool, we'll get together and see how we can teach people how to walk and actually walk and access their ship. So that would be fun too. If it energetically aligns, or I could possibly be the only teacher. So I don't know, and it's okay, because that's usually how my universal soul has it, or the multiverse soul. Okay, so we're going to go into sequence. I'm going to start the sequence with the Andarian councils. These are the beautiful Andaras. Yes, the pink race first. Pink diamond light ray, and it has bubbles in it. This one has a beautiful dragon inside. It has a baby dragon and baby eggs that it's transmitting. And it does. And yes, you will have to kind of really open up to remember we can access through the holographic hologram. At first, you call it a holographic crystalline energy matrix, and then it becomes solid. It will eventually become solid, and you can touch them and play with them. And yes, you can. And I haven't gotten there 100% yet, only through what you call dream state. So I'm not going to say that we're 100% there. I'll let you know when I do have those experiences. Even waking state, so being up experiences. So for right now, yes, you can, but I'm not going to say that we have in the waking state yet. Okay. This is the divine phenomenon, beautiful pink ray transmitter, and this is a dragon world transmitter of baby dragons. So I'm going to say different temples that are created and designed for something really magical here within the multiverse. And it's showing me other universes that are coming in, and they're transmitting all different types of new universes within them. It has bubbles. The ones that have bubbles, at least for me, is diamond plasma. The ones that have beautiful bubbles, this is how you know when you have all the bubbles coming in, you would know it's diamond plasma energy matrices, and that means that you're going to see a whole diamond system out there. So the diamond system will come to you in bubbles within your Andaras. So that's one. Okay. This is the keys of the ocean and the heart of the ocean, and it's really beautiful sapphire, but it has beautiful black streaks. So it's a sapphire tourmaline, and it is connected to deep, deep, deep ocean space. Deep, deep ocean space. So it's the chakra system of the ocean, but the deep, deep space. So the universal core system and the deep space systems. So this baby is what we call the heart of the ocean, but it's a sapphire heart. Yeah, this one's activating the heart of the ocean. Very similar to Titanic. So yes, you have to clear. You have to clear for Titanic. Okay, so they communicate telepathically to me through frequency communication. Frequency, two-way communication. And it's through photonic light plasma. And I have to hug because that's how we greet. We greet through hugs. And they have to be close to my heart, always. Yeah. To open up another portal. So this one is another diamond rainbow plasma matrix, and this is the golden temples of Goddess Nut, the sky goddess of Egypt. And it's her whole universe and her ether realms, and all of what you call the Isises are not really the Isises. It's the galactic starborn beings, beautiful goddesses. You call them goddesses, so god selves. Root race of this time is what they're showing and transmitting to you. So you'll definitely be activating with this transmission. So Nut is one of the most ancient temples, somewhat, not really, fairly new, 3 million years old, but new to us, right? So that's all. Is saying hello and activating diamond rainbow plasma systems to you. Geshanti. Okay. And we'll just move. We're going to move to the next video to move into the next sequence.